Hello, American curling fans from Canada and Newfoundland. It super helps to turn on the microphone. There's a time and a place to turn on the mic, and there's a time and a place to turn off the mic. I'm still working on that. We got ourselves a doozy for you. My goodness. So trading hits there. We see Claire Blasty, the lefty, getting set for her last of the third rocks. And a slight hit and roll there with the takeout. That looks really nice. So this is the women's final. I get to do all the introduction again. I'll try to be unique so the people who already listen to me in the warm room don't get bored with my monotone voice. This is the women's final as we see the skip for Team Walsh step into the hack. This is Sarah Walsh. Looking to, I think, do some damage control to remove at least one of the yellow counters. I think they wanted to roll under, and it actually rolls out. And we are to skip stones just like that. Team Thing to Derive. Both teams are from the San Francisco Bay Area Curling Club. So they all traveled hundreds of miles to play each other. The men's game, the men's final, teams traveled a lot less to play each other. See, that was the time to turn the mic off, and I didn't do it in time. I apologize. So this is Subs' first rock, looking to draw around. Gets around that front stone really nicely. And it settles in buried behind the former shot stone. Thing to rise back to sitting two. Thing to Derive, based on their record, had the hammer, the advantage of going last in the first end. So a bit of a pickle for Walsh. They, I think their best option is maybe just draw on top and force Thing to Derive to make a hit. I think they're. This is tricky, and I say that because I think they want to be frozen. If they tap and roll wide and don't remove the yellow stone, then they're going to give up 3. I think the goal is to throw, hack to board weight, tap at least one of the yellows out, and give up 2. As we see Sarah Walsh for their last. Coming out of the hack with a bit of pace, not full takeout weight. Calling for clean. And they are drawing. So that was kind of the other options, to draw and hopefully have no tap. So where this stops is going to be of key importance. And it does do that wedge. And so that was not the right way to miss, unfortunately. They needed to freeze, and they ended up tapping and rolling wide open on the button. So Sebastica Thing to Derive has a open hit for 3 to open up this game. So well set up and by subs. One of the younger teams in the field. As she gets set, this is the hammer coming in the first end. Just looking for a nose hit. Just a slight roll is okay. Calling for curl. And it looks like it's going to clip it. Is it going to stick around? It's not going to stick around, but they already had 2 in the hand. So going after that 3rd in the bush was not too shabby. And I started giving out 5s on the score sheet, which is not allowed. And so at the end of the end, it is Thing to the Right taking a 2-0 lead with the hammer. And we will be right back as we continue with our coverage of the 2026 DoubleTakeout.com MoPac Championships. And coverage of the event is being brought to you by DoubleTakeout.com, offering rankings of the top men's and women's teams from around the world. And by Curling.gg, offering real curling physics simulation, allowing curlers new in its season delight to try different scenarios, Curling.gg. And by Endgame Curling, elevate your game with Endgame Curling. Learn more at endgamecurling.com. As the lead Amy Verway-Cohen delivers her first rock, we're going to shift over to the men's final. Just to look in, I believe they are to skip stones. I have to turn on the phone real quick. 1 second. They're doing their second end. Thank you. If you want to jump on, that'd be fine. Yeah. Yeah. All right, just getting everything set up. Yeah, they're throwing homes. All right, 1 second. If you want to jump on, yeah, that'd be great. So this is a magnetic back. So if you want to just kind of clip it to your lapel, that'd be great.
See if it'll go on.
All right, yeah, maybe it might get muffed by the sweatshirt a little bit.
Maybe I'll take the sweatshirt off.
All right. All right, so the men's game, the first end is over, and it looks like there's no score post. So was it blank? Okay, so it was blank. So that is Team Tate taking on Team Siggins, the Coyotes clash. And then we're going to have someone jump on to our game. We have a guest commentator, which is going to be awesome. Would you please introduce yourself?
Hello, sports fans. This is Jeremy Mallerich joining the stream here.
So we have the second stone coming from Kim Chapin. So you are a coach this weekend, is that right?
Yeah, I was coaching Team Aces this weekend. I heard you talking about how strong the field is here. I can certainly vouch for that. We took some lumps this weekend, but had a good time.
That's awesome. And then did you play both of these teams in the pool play?
No, we played Sarah Walsh last night.
Okay.
Had a barn burner. Went to the last stone. And they came out on top.
Yeah, so Walsh was undefeated after the first day, and then kind of had a wobbly day, and then was able to try to right the ship to get to the playoffs.
Yeah, you'll see that the teams that are going to make the final. There's going to be some ups and downs, but if you can weather the storm, those are usually the teams that are playing on Sunday.
And thankfully, I think they had one loss, and otherwise it's been pretty clear sailing for them.
Yeah, that was in the first game, right?
I think so.
Remember, they started out with a rough first end, but quickly righted the ship.
And just looking at the setup in the house right now, we have 2 yellows. So let me make sure I updated the scoreboard, which I did not. Walsh has a hammer here in the second end, and Thing to Right holds a 2-0 lead. That was a pretty impressive end by Thing to Right, I think. You know, they were able to, I think, find places to put stones, and Walsh was not able to kind of find the right place to put theirs.
Yeah, almost made the freeze on the last one, but just a little bit heavy and bounced off. Gave subs the chance for the hit there to score with hammer.
Yeah. And you curl out of Silicon Valley, but I imagine you get to San Francisco a decent amount of the time.
Yeah, that's correct. We usually practice in Oakland, so we see these teams around. We know how hard they work. We know they're really good. So it's fun to see them play in the final here.
And so even though they had to fly all the way from the Bay Area to be here, I imagine this is where they want to be.
Absolutely.
So the second stone from Karina definitely opened things up, and then Abby Lynn threw takeout to take out the red. One of the yellows spills to the edge of the 12-foot, so I think they're sitting 2 right now. Pretty open, so they're going to keep, I think, clearing these rocks out of the way.
It looks like they're going to try for the hit and roll underneath.
That would be the kind of the cover guards on the left side. So how did you guys find the ice this weekend?
We found it great. It's always nice to come to Phoenix, playing good ice, nice swinging, fast, just the way we like it.
I think the ice speed. Some curlers were kind of noting sometimes it slowed down a little bit, but I thought it was mostly consistent.
We found it pretty consistent. Yeah, of course it's going to change over the course of the game, and those are the things you got to keep track of, and the best teams are going to be paying attention to those changing conditions.
This is a Claire Blasty looking to hit and roll, I think, towards the yellow on the right. It's going to actually roll under the yellow and go out of play. So there's one Thing to the Right yellow on the right, and it looks like Walsh is asking Kate Garfinkel to draw under those corner guards. One thing that's kind of fun about this level of play is you put up corner guards and they sometimes get to use them.
That's the plan.
I mean, it's always the plan, but sometimes, like, the best laid plans don't happen. So Kate's looking to draw around. This rock maybe a smidge upweight, and it's a little wide. Slowing down now, but I don't think it's going to stop in time. So that's a missed opportunity, I would say.
Indeed. Subs, of course, going to go and do some cleanup out front, make sure that try to prevent Sarah from playing that come around again.
And if that guard goes away, I imagine, do you think that Walsh will go to a blank?
I'm sure it's in the back of her mind that that's a possibility. So
oh, she flashed.
So there's a flash on the peel. So
and Thing to the Right kind of had a little wobble because she stood up and kind of took a step backwards, and there was a rock.
She stepped into the rock there. Yep.
Oh man, it's we kind of talked about curling, and it's not a dangerous game, but you can get hurt if you're not careful.
We always tell the learner curlers to try not to trip over the rocks.
Well, that reminds me of a Women's Worlds where Jamie Sinclair went to the event, and she was sliding backwards, and she tripped backwards over a Swiss stone, I believe, or an opponent's stone, and she had to sit out the last game of round robin.
Oh, that's
and
terrible.
They were close to playoff positioning, and she was out, and the team didn't qualify. But what could have been had Sinclair not.
Oh, that's a shame.
Tripped.
That's a shame.
So Kate's second stone, much more successful.
Yep, that was a beauty right there.
Keeping an eye on the other sheet, it looks like they are down to the last rock. I do want to maybe jump onto that game just to see how they're doing. just because we have that ability. And we are showing both games. This game is on the Coyotes Curling YouTube stream, and my app crashed. Thankfully, it doesn't interrupt the process. We're back. So, Team Sidians is playing with the Red Rocks, and they're sitting 2 right now. They're taking on Team Tate, and looks like Sidians has the hammer. So this is 2 more stones to go in this end. We might pop back for the actual hammer just to keep the focus on our feature game. But interesting setup for Sidians right now. Sitting 2 and Tate's looking for a place to hide with 1 stone to go. Actually, we might stay with this shot because this might be the key shot.
Sure.
Of the
yeah,
end.
This is good. Yeah, certainly a good setup for red.
And this is part of the new camera system. There's about 5 seconds of lag. Well, actually, this is YouTube, so it's probably, I think, about 12 to 15 seconds of upstream, downstream lag.
I'll try not to give any spoilers then.
It's like, oh, look at that. Well, sometimes the warm room reacts, and it carries it.
Sure, yeah, sure.
So this is Sean Tate. Looking for a hit and roll. It looks like roll under cover if he can make it. They're working to push it over. Oh, and it flashes. So with the hammer and with a open 8-foot, Team Sidians and Mike Sidians has a chance for a 3. So we're going to probably come back to that in just a moment. We're just kind of assume they made the 3. As we return to our feature game, as we see the first of the Walsh stones, or is this the second Walsh stone?
This is Sarah's first.
Okay, so this is Walsh's second stone with the hammer.
A little
Down
deep
2.
on that one.
So let's go back to the other game, just because the shot's underway now, according to our time lag. A draw for 3. They have a little bit of backing, and it looks pretty close. It's going to use one of the stones in the rings for backing, and that is a 3 spot for Team Sidians to take a 3-0 lead over Team Tate.
Very nice, just running right into that one.
So again, we'll offer look-ins when we can on the men's game. On our feature sheet, we have a thing to Durai heading to the hat, looking to pop out one of the reds. And
it's like a tough shot. That rock is at least partly buried, maybe fully buried.
So right now the situation in the house is Walsh is sitting 1-3. Thane to the right is sitting 2. The second shot. This is, as Jeremy pointed out, a tough line. And the shot's away. It's going to be around the guard, I believe.
Sweeping for curl.
Okay, it looks like it's there. Now, is it going to roll very far? Oh, it flashes! Oh my goodness. It didn't curl as much as they were expecting. That's one thing I think I noted during the week is the weekend is that sometimes for the upweight shot, kind of the curl being a little weight sensitive. And so if you threw upweight, I mean, obviously it's going to be straighter by nature of being faster, but it's not necessarily even that. It's curling even less than that.
It's certainly easy to throw it through the curl.
So now sitting 1-3, Walsh has basically a takeout or even a tap. Tap that yellow out. You don't need to throw a missile at this to get 3. So sitting 1 right now, a chance for 3. This is Sarah Walsh, a chance to jump into the lead in the second end. This is looking good. They're working to push over. Now it needs to stick around. Oh, it's not going to stick around.
All right, but still 2 points.
Yep.
Game is tied again. Just a couple of half shots on skip stones in the last 2 ends. But I'm sure they're going to be happy with the 2 points.
Yeah, it definitely keeps them in the game. And I think that's been part of Walsh's recipe for success this weekend, is that they've been down, but they've very rarely been out.
Yeah, of course you'll see that with the top teams. Always going to be fighting back, looking for opportunities, especially with Hammer.
Yeah. I guess that's something that I think is kind of, I don't know if there's causation equaling correlation, but people kind of noted, I think the teams that, what's the stat? I think it's like either teams that score early tend to win. It's like, yeah, because you're a good team, you're going to win.
Also, you have to score to win, so teams that score usually win.
Yeah, right. So tied game. It's a whole new ball game with 6 ends to go. You can see the clock in the background. Teams have thinking time, about 30 minutes to play 8 ends of regulation. That's about 3 minutes, 40 seconds, I believe.
Correct.
And that's the time between when you get control of the sheet and when you deliver the stone past the tee line on the delivery end of the sheet.
Correct. As soon as the rock is in play, the clock stops.
Has that been an issue for your team?
Staying within the thinking time?
Yeah.
We had one that got relatively close, but it didn't really affect us. I think we threw the last stone with 20 seconds left or so.
And so Kim Chapin throws up the centerline guard, and very quickly Amy Verway-Cohen is throwing, I believe, to draw a round. That would seem to be the obvious call. So does your team kind of map out the first 4 or 5 shots at an end?
We certainly have regular sequence for how we want to start ends.
Yeah. And that would help with time, I imagine.
That helps with time quite a bit. Yeah, usually everybody's on the same page. They know what to expect, and so as soon as the broom goes down from the skip, the thrower is usually ready to go.
And you can see that right now as we have Kim Chapin all ready to throw in the hack after a great draw round by Amy Verway-Cohen. Just going over some of the bio information. Kim Chapin's been curling for 14 years. There's a lot of experience in this field. Chapin's been curling for 14 years, has been to club nationals 7 times starting in 2012, and her last experience was last year. So she's looking to punch her ticket back to club nationals. And with shots like that, it might be...
very nice,
yeah,
very nice.
She might be on her way. She's also been to Arena Nationals. She's not eligible anymore. What's that like to, have you gone to Arena Nationals?
We have been to Arena Nationals a few times, yes.
And are you technically eligible anymore, or are you on a league?
Still eligible.
Okay. So if you curl a league at a dedicated ice facility, you're not eligible anymore?
More or less.
Yeah.
There's a 10 game, yes, there's a 10 game limit.
And that doesn't count bonspiel, so you can do all the bonspiels you want.
You can play a bonspiel on dedicated ice every weekend if you want.
But so Kim Chapin, she's been to Arena Nationals. She won gold in 2014 and 2015, but she's not eligible anymore. So
yeah, that Walsh team was a powerhouse at arenas for a few years there. I think they decided that they had basically owned the field and moved on to more difficult competition after that.
This is the second for Walsh. This is Karina Trainer. She's relatively new, 3 years. I haven't seen her in the field before.
One of the top juniors out there. She'll be going to U18s, representing MoPac in January at Rock Creek.
And that was a nice raise, kind of hit and roll there. Clears the shot stone that was buried, and rolls the shot, the new shot stone open. So yeah, you know all these players. I'm glad.
Yes, I'm familiar with these players. I played with some of them, not everyone, not all of them, but I played with some of them.
So, based on where the broom is, what do you think? What do you think the shot is?
This is another come around.
Yeah.
Subs is already sitting one, trying to get a second one in there.
Oh, that makes sense. This is Abby Lynn. She's been curling for 10 years. She plays second and acts as vice, holding the broom for subs' shots.
like it's going to be a little tap split.
Not too bad, but it sets up a possible double. Although I was talking last night, it's a double based on if you feel like you can make that shot or not. And it looks a little tight actually for a double.
Yeah, it looks like what Sarah indicated. She's really looking for the roll underneath. If they get the double, they'll probably be happy with that. But if they can tuck this underneath the guard and the one in the 8-foot, it's gonna be a pretty nice setup for the steal. Although this might be a hair tight.
It does crash on the front stone there and rolls wide, so slight miss though there. Just going to do a quick note because we definitely appreciate our sponsors. This end is being brought to you by doubletakeout.com.
I love doubletakeout.com.
I haven't been in a little bit, but I definitely appreciated being able to sort by country.
It's really nice, especially when you, like, I was following the Olympic qualification. There was a few of the teams I wasn't familiar with. Went to doubletakeout.com, saw where they were in the rankings, got to know them a little bit. Really useful site, of course.
Well, I think the Olympic qualification event was kind of surprising because, I mean, obviously I felt like the competition was going to be really tough, but it was a lot tougher than I thought it was going to be.
On the men's side, women's side, both sides. Yeah, I sort of expected that the women's side was going to be really tough with Japan and China there. So I think we got to be pretty proud of Team Peterson for pulling through, getting us the spot on the women's side. Of course, Danny Casper is much less experienced than John Schuster, but has been one of the top teams this season, and I think on doubletakeout.com he was in the top 10.
Right, and also I think in the world rankings as well, he's been top 10, top 12.
Yeah.
Kate Garfinkel is going to try to take on the double. Let me show you what I'm seeing. Gets one of them. The shooter is going to roll to the right, open. But interesting setup at this end.
Yeah, Thangadurai still got, the two yellows there, back 8-foot.
Yep. And
gonna look to sit 3 again.
Walsh's shots, but maybe not after Claire Blasky's
we'll
shots.
see in about 10 seconds here.
Claire's been curling for 14 years. She's now curls out of Oakland, but this is, Phoenix has been kind of her early curling homes. And it's going to hit and roll into the top of the pile almost. Doesn't, it's right in front. Thangadurai has the hammer, is looking really good right now. I think Walsh can maybe try to clear these out, maybe one more stone, and then maybe look for places to hide.
Yeah, possibly. I think with all these stones grouped, she's going to look to make some granite fly here.
I think she could make the double. They're not all 3 stones are going to go away.
There's probably various doubles that you can make here.
Do you have a curling catchphrase? Mine, when I do these broadcasts, is almost always, I think the double's there.
We'll see. We'll see if one develops as I'm joining here today.
So this is over.
Oh, she gets them all moving.
Really good. Oh my gosh, that is a triple. So we need to register tripletakeout.com. Let's look at the replay.
We'll see. We'll see if one develops as I'm joining here today.
So this is over.
Oh, she gets them all moving.
Really good. Oh my gosh, that is a triple. So we need to. Wow. So open house.
Just like that. Yeah, we went from subs is going to score multiple to maybe we're looking at the blank here.
There's a couple biters on the back of the house and on the left side of the house. So I think it's making a blank a little trickier, but that was a triple takeout brought to you by doubletakeout.com. Oh, and Claire was trying to take out the biter on the left and flashed.
Walsh is going to have a chance to use that center guard.
My goodness, just like that. I love this game for how quickly it can change.
Yeah, one nice shot. Now it's you got a slight miss, and here we go. Could it be a steal opportunity? At least a good chance for the force for Walsh.
Yeah. In your experience this weekend, I know, especially when you do lead and you have teams of different quality or experience, sometimes it's the team that makes the fewest mistakes wins. And I think that's a little true here, but I think there's been some really balanced games too.
For sure. You certainly can't come in here and expect your opposition to miss. Maybe if you're playing league, you might throw some rocks in the rings and expect a flash here and there. Those kind of things are pretty rare here.
Oh, this is coming up a little light, so just like that, the opportunity might shift back to thing to the right slightly. Looks like it might bite.
They're still going.
Oh my gosh.
It's close. Might want to put the stick to that later.
Oh, wow. Let's, 1 second. I want to switch to the other game in a moment. Because I do believe that they are 2-shot stones. So this is Sean Tate with his, is this his last?
Yeah, it looks like he's drawing against a couple of opposition counters.
Drawing 3, yeah. So tough end, it would appear, for Tate to be in a situation to draw against 3. And the only rocks on the sheet that we can see are Siggins is red. So looks like it's starting to get there.
Sweeper's guiding it in there.
It needs to sit down, and it will.
It's going to be fine.
Yeah. I always allow me to panic as an announcer, like, is it going to get there? It needs to get there. It needs to stop.
It's the sweeper in me that tries to stay calm.
That's fair. So Tate gets 1, but it is Siggins holding a 3-1 lead. So back to our feature game. And again, all these games are streaming on YouTube. You're watching our feature game, I hope. I hope you're watching our feature game. And the other game is streaming on the Coyotes YouTube channel. And we do have results being posted to bondspieler.com. So Thangdinger has already thrown her shots, and it ends up being light. You can see that there's a guard in the left side of the sheet. So Thangdinger tried to draw around, ended up pulling up light. Just some misses light in this third end here.
A couple of misses. Sarah's going to get another try at the come around herself.
Even if it's in the rings, it's a likely force.
Indeed.
Although if she gets around successfully, the steal might be on.
Mine looks good.
Looks
might
a little
be
heavy.
A touch heavy.
Yeah, I agree. Touch heavy. Through the rings, and so if that red is not in the rings, then Thing to the Right is going to go for the blank.
Yeah, let's see what. It's hard to tell from the overhead for sure. So we'll just have to go based on what shot she calls here. It looks like she's playing the blank.
So she needs to hit and roll, and we've seen a couple of blank attempts where they nose hit. And it's like, did they mean to do that, or was it like a mistake, or are they okay? It's like a mistake they can live with.
It's probably a mistake they can live with. You'd rather score than give up a steal in this situation.
That's true. And so like the ideal, you look at your best case scenario, and then kind of what your tolerance is, right?
For sure. Yeah, the preference of course is going to be for the blank, but not the end of the world if you score a point.
And then also how important is scoring to the even ends? Because I was talking about that in the morning game, because like especially like Tate had a choice to draw for 1 or the blank attempt for 1. And ended up scoring in the even ends, and so he kept the hammer in those even ends. How important do you think it is? As we see the late attempt, wow!
Are we gonna have?
We might need to bring out the biter bar.
Yeah, we're gonna have a measure on this.
So they're taking a look at it, and I think we're going to need a technical timeout. Oh, nope, no technical timeout. So we're talking about the even ends, I guess.
Yeah, it sort of depends on the situation. There are teams that really subscribe to that, wanting to have hammer on the evens. course, it becomes more and more important as the game gets closer to that critical eighth end.
Well, and we are in the third end break. We're going to take a break after the fourth end at halftime. And it sounds like Apple Music is programming our halftime show for this final championship.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Who are they bringing in for us? Is it Bad Bunny?
We're bringing in Good Rabbit. To be honest with you, I like Bad Rabbit. Just sitting in the warm room. It's like, I guess I'm going to sing for 5 minutes.
What's the budget for MoPac productions these days?
It's not Bad Bunny money, that's for sure.
All right.
So start of a new end.
Walsh going to try to set it up again here.
And I saw you on your tablet. I'm guessing it's an iPad.
Correct.
And you were kind of tracking shots during the games. What sort of benefit do you think that helps with the team and everything?
So we review. Yeah, I track our games using an app called Curl Coach. Allows you to do shot by shot game tracking. We review every game afterward. Talk about any decisions that were difficult. Sometimes there are things that I might have seen from the warm room that the team didn't see on the ice. And we can just talk through, like, how did we come to a particular decision? I've been now doing that for Team Aces for several years now, so we're building up a good amount of data on shot-making stats. So it's becoming more and more important. Sort of the longer your team is together, the more useful it can be.
There's so much data, and I guess one of the kind of the interesting things is that curlers really didn't do a lot of a hard number analytics.
You're looking for tendencies. Maybe there are certain types of shots that your team struggles with, and you can pick up on that, and then those are the things that you can take to practice and say, all right, this is what we really want to work on if we're going to improve.
So this is Kim Chapin's second rock. Yeah, so I've been trying to keep stats, and I totally threw it out the window for this final because we're talking and try to keep an eye on the second game and stuff.
Well, Ryan, based on everything that you're doing with the stream, it's hard enough to keep stats as it is, but commentating and doing the production. People that haven't seen you do this, they don't realize how much work this is, because Ryan is doing production on the fly and talking about the games and trying to keep stats and talking to people in the warm room too occasionally. So it's this guy is a busy guy.
I definitely wanted to make sure we give a quality broadcast to our viewers. Oh, and this shot. Oh, just around the guard.
Well swept by Blasky.
So Thank You to Rise sitting 2. And this is almost kind of starting like the last end where Thank You to Rise was having a lot of rocks in the rings, and then Walsh was able to do some cleanup and really change the end.
Yeah, we'll see if this one turns out similarly. Trainer coming in with the takeout attempt here.
This is going to hit the outside, and they get one yellow. Get some both moving, and that is a double takeout. Let's check the replay.
Attempt here.
This is going to hit the outside, and they get one yellow. Get some both moving, and that is a double takeout. And that was a double takeout brought to you by you-know-who, Santa Claus. Doubletakeout.com. I think this kind of the one that's like if we ever did like baseball broadcasting, it's like kind of the most baseball broadcasting thing that we do, where it's like, this foul ball was brought to you by Safe Light Repair, and this double takeout is brought to you by doubletakeout.com.
I mean, if you're going to have a sponsor for a curling broadcast, what better sponsor would there be than DoubleTakeout.com? Come on.
Hogged at guard.
Is that your website?
It is now.
All right.
All right, as the broom is down, just a quick note that this end is being brought to you by curling.gg. Curling.gg is proud to be an official sponsor of Team Canada's mixed doubles champions Brett Gallant and Jocelyn Peterman. Curling.gg. That's kind of crazy that Mikhail was able to, to make that sponsorship.
That's pretty awesome.
Oh, and there's a miss there, unfortunately.
All right, so Thangarai is going to try to set it up again. She had the 2 rocks underneath the guard a couple minutes ago. The trainer made the double. Now we got a yellow back in there.
For Abby Lynn.
Yeah, Lynn's trying to put a second one in.
Yeah, curling.gg, I looked at it once or twice. I still need to kind of get used to setting stuff up, and I don't know if the interface has changed in the past year.
It hasn't changed dramatically, but Michaela is always adding new features. It's a really nice little app. I kind of use it all the time. I see things on TV and I wonder, what if they did this, or what if they, tried something else. Sometimes we set things up from Team Aces games. Sometimes we'll put out a strategy question for people in our club, and then I'll make the setup in Curling GG. I'll send it out to my clubmates and say, hey, what would you do here?
And that was a great draw around by Abby. And we're going to see Kate Garfinkel for Walsh to try to do something similar.
Yeah, that draw slipped just back T, so Walsh kind of trying to come on top of it.
This is heavy.
It's hanging out though.
Oh man. Not a bad line, just the weight.
Hair up.
So now we have Claire just looking to draw, probably sit top 12.
Yeah, just to take a couple feet off the last one.
Does your team have lefties?
We don't have any lefties on our team.
Because like, there's some minor differences, but it's not like a totally different approach necessarily.
I think the main thing when you have a lefty on the team is, they're coming out of the opposite hack. So the skip has to be aware of that and maybe adjust the broom a little bit based on some slightly different paths from a right-handed player. I mean, of course, like the technical aspects of it are just a mirror image of a righty, but managing both righties and lefties on your team, it's a little bit more work for the skip. Now, Sarah's a lefty herself, so she's aware of this.
So we see Kate going to try to draw the other side. Blasky was a little heavy and ended up kind of wrecking on the shot stone and moving it exposed, basically a little further back in the 4-foot button area, kind of creating a little backstop for Garfinkel to draw onto. This is a little heavy again.
Trying to freeze again or trying to tap again. This one's hanging out a little bit as well.
It did hit the brakes, but still, still about 4 to 6 feet too heavy, maybe.
Yeah, a couple feet heavier than they would have liked. It's not bad. It looks like maybe it's edge on edge with the guard, and of course the angles are. Thangarai has to be aware of the angles here. Really need to get this rock to the nose.
And this is a situation where Blasky being a little further to the left from this view with her delivery might be a factor to consider.
Absolutely.
This is looking pretty good though. They wanted to hit the inside or just the nose, and they do hit just to the right of the nose. It's enough to hit the red onto the yellows.
They get away with it, yeah, and touch the yellow on the way by, but they get away with it and sit 4.
Yeah, that's the right way to miss, right?
I mean, there's nothing wrong with sitting 4.
And I guess speaking about lefties, righties, before we move on, I know for the top teams, a lot of them try to develop the same delivery style and stuff. And so when you have a righty versus lefty, sometimes like, hey, lefty, why don't you try to develop your style to be like us righties and stuff? And I don't know if all the teams can do it, but I know Mark Kennedy's been able to pull it off.
I've heard that as well. But yeah, Mark Kennedy is kind of a one of a kind.
But I think he came up with Kevin Martin back in the early 2010s, and Kevin Martin was big on making sure the team was consistent in their deliveries.
Sure.
So we're to Skip Stones. Bit of a jam for Sarah Walsh.
If there's one saving grace for Walsh, it's that the yellow, we've got a bunch of yellows in the back. If she freezes the yellows in the back, it could cut subs down substantially.
This doesn't seem like a let's try to steal type.
Probably not.
Who the fuck is this guy?
Because that was a nice draw. Ends up being second shot, I believe. It's close.
It's second. It's close for who's second.
And that's pretty frozen on the back yellow, biting the 8-foot circle.
Looks like Thangadurai looked at those rocks in the back momentarily, but ultimately decided to draw another one in there.
All right, we're going to take a quick pause. We're going to jump to the other game just because we can. They're doing the Skip Stones, I believe. As Siggins is it Siggins? Oh no, so I think Murray throws last rock for Siggins this weekend.
Yeah.
So this is Sean Murray throwing the last rock. Situation of the range, there is it's a draw for 2. So man, Tate's having a I think a difficult time trying to get rocks in the rings. So Sean Murray for Team Siggins, a draw for 2.
Not any panic from the sweepers here. Looks like they're just guiding it into the 4-foot.
Yeah, it's like if you're just kind of ushering the stone into the house,
It's always a good feeling.
And that's 2 there for Siggins.
Endicott makes no doubt, putting it right on the lid there.
Taking a 5-1 lead into the 4th end break.
Looks like nice draws on both sheets here. Thangadurai comes down into the button on sheet C.
We have 2 stones to go, so that's why I felt comfortable jumping over to the Siggins Tate game. So Thangadurai is sitting 2, but there's a slight out for Walsh. If she does that same draw again, just a smidge less way, she can park it right on top of the button, kind of nestled between those 2 yellows.
There's a bit of a pocket there.
So my goodness. But Thangadurai, man, they've really cranked up the pressure and are stacking the house. Last round from Sarah Walsh without the hammer here in the 4th end.
This looks close.
Wait, looks like it's going to tap. I think they want to curl it so it makes sure it crosses, it rolls under a little bit. I think Thangadurai might have a tap to kick it through to get 2 or 3 maybe.
Yeah, she could probably punch it right through the hole.
Even if she doesn't shoot the shooters too.
Yeah, that's right.
So we talked about risk reward. I talked about risk reward. Do you talk about risk reward?
All the time. That's what curling is all about. Risk versus reward.
So the risk is giving up 1. The reward is 2, maybe 3.
So, yeah, as long as she makes contact, it's probably not going to be a point for red.
Especially because they have that yellow on the edge of the button.
Correct. She could just pick it clean. Or if she wants to go for the bigger end, try to keep the shooter biting the forefoot as well.
So, Subastica Thengdarai in the hat, facing one, a chance for 2 or 3. Here's the hammer here in the fourth end. Sweepers are just cleaning right now. Now Claire's jumping on. Looks like it's around the guard, and it's trying to hit the red clean through the house, just like we called it.
Well managed rock there, cleaning right away, and then when watching the line, waited for it to break to where they needed it, and then you have those strong sweepers just hold the line there, make it nice. 2 points on the board.
That is a well-played end by Team Thengdarai. We are to the halftime break, so we're going to take a brief pause in the action. But before you do, just a quick thank you to our sponsors, including DoubleTakeout.com, offering rankings and stats of the top men's and women's teams from around the world. DoubleTakeout.com. And by Curling.gg, offering real physics simulation, allowing curlers new and experienced alike to create current situations and test out different shots. Curling.gg. And by Endgame Curling, elevate your game. Learn more at endgamecurling.com. And we will be back in just a moment. Welcome back to the second half of the 2026 DoubleTakeout.com MoPac Championships. We saw the lead rock coming from Amy Verway Cohen. Been curling for many a year. 7 years. Many a year.
Many a year. Many a year.
It's like when you don't know how to talk about a person. It's like, yes, this person has definitely seen a lot.
After that many years, it all blends together anyway.
This is Tim Chapin. We've got ourselves a good game developing. This is your host, Ryan Olson, joined by Jeremy.
It's good to be with you, Ryan.
Yeah, coach of Team Aces, curling out of Silicon Valley. But has definitely gone up to San Francisco Bay Area curling for practice and tournaments, I imagine.
Yep. So we see Thank Ray's got the lead, so she comes right in the house. Walsh looking to set up for the deuce with the corner guard.
So Team Thank Ray has a fun note about their bio. So they kind of note their favorite fourth end break snack, which for Amy was a dried mango, and her favorite shot is the perfect come around draw. So
can't argue with a perfect come around draw.
I play lead, and it's so beautiful when they put up the guard and I'm able to draw around it.
Feels good, right?
Oh man, yeah. This is going to be a guard, and it just gets over the line, the hog line. Did Walsh score a second point? I mean, a third point? Oh, Walsh did score a third point. I've been checking on the YouTube, and YouTube's been, holding me to task, which I definitely appreciate.
One more thing that Ryan's got to keep track of is the score.
Well, I mean, that's kind of baked into the broadcast, and usually I'm on top of it. So it's a 4-3. I missed the point.
That's why we have. That's why we got the audience, there to help us out.
Oh, look at that! Draw around and taps the Thank Ray yellow back.
Yeah, good shot from Chapin.
Yeah.
They're working on the roof. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So it all came 30 degrees.
So Abby Lynn gets set.
It came down there, but that plastic sheet on the roof, it all went to the edge, which is good. But there was.
Looks like they're trying a similar type of shot. Just tapping the red. Past the guard.
Looking pretty good.
Nicely done.
Good tap out. The shooter rolls to the right slightly, so it sets up a possible double.
It does.
But that's probably, I think the best you could do with that shot.
Probably. But it forces Walsh to make a good one here.
So coverage of this end is being brought to you by End Game Curling. I'll talk more about that in a moment as we have a shot underway.
And then he called me.
As we see, oh, this is on the guard. It's on the guard. That was Karina's first shot.
Yeah, that was Karina's first. So Lynn's going to put the guard back. Probably looking for one a bit tighter than the last one that was just over the hot line.
Thank Ray is sitting 2. Abby's favorite snack is apple cinnamon go-go squeeze, and her favorite shot to throw is a double peel. We're not going to say a double peel here.
But that is what you want to hear from your second, is that they like to throw double peels.
This one slips into the rings. I think Walsh is going to have to take that on. Wants to hit the one on the left, it appears.
Yeah.
as Karina gets set. Looks like it's going to hit the. Looks like it's going to get what Walsh wanted. Hit just slightly outside of that first stone on the left. Gets them both moving, and that looks to be a double takeout. Looks like it's going to hit the. Looks like it's going to get what Walsh wanted. Hit just slightly outside of that first stone on the left. Gets them both. And that double takeout was brought to you by doubletakeout.com. As we see Blasty's first, looking to clear and roll towards the center.
Trainer's double really changed the complexion of this end.
As we have Garfinkel in the rink. It's really cool to see so many women's teams in the field this event. We had 9, which I think is it might be a record for MoPac.
Yeah, I think we had 7 last year, 9 this year is great to see. And I mean, this isn't just 9 teams thrown together. This is 9 strong teams.
Mm-hmm.
You got to feel good about MoPac's chances at Nationals.
And Nationals is in March, right?
I believe so.
So this is Claire's second stone. Her favorite fourth end break snack is trail mix, but only the peanuts and M&Ms.
I've heard you say that before. I'm gonna have to ask her if she's aware about peanut M&Ms.
Well, that's a good discovery, And she does clear one of the stones. Her favorite takeout shot, or her favorite shot is a backline tap to split the house. There's some people that like the snack just because they're able to pick it out of the rest and stuff. So it's like, oh, I like,
I could see a certain charm to that too.
like the papaya chunks from trail mix and stuff. It's like you can get regular papaya, regular dried papaya,
but it's not as much fun.
Exactly.
That's what you're telling me.
Yeah. Around the guard, this is looking pretty nice. It might, I was thinking it was going to hit too thinly, but it hit nicely and with enough, got enough of the rock to roll just ever so slightly.
Yeah, good shot.
Bless you.
I think subs can see enough of it on the outside.
So the broom is down for subs. Originally from Calgary. There's a lot of Canadians in the field too.
They curl there too.
I've heard, yeah.
They seem to be all right at it.
I wonder if that sport's going to take up.
Maybe.
Take that to catch on up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like 1 million curlers in Canada.
Yeah.
26,000
like
here.
1 million in the rest of the world or something like that.
Yeah.
If that.
So this is subs with her first. Her fourth end snack is green grapes, and her favorite shot is a cross house double. Looks like it's around the guard. It looks pretty nice. There's a jam in the back, but it clears out the yellow in the back and sticks around to be shot.
Nicely done. I'm sure she's just as happy to get rid of that one in the back.
So no time to switch to the other game, but just to update it, Sean Tate is throwing his last rock, facing 2 Sigyn's Reds in the ring. So just Sigyn's strong campaign continues, and Tate is just looking for answers. Drawing for 1. This is a little heavy. It needs to sit down, and it's going to stop.
Just in time.
Wow. So a draw for 1 is successful. on the men's game. Gets Tate another point, but it is Cygnus holding on to a 5-2 lead in the after 5. And we are to the last rot for Walsh. This is looking okay. Needs to get a piece. I think they need to make sure it gets out for what they're doing here. And it's not going to get there.
That's going to open up a chance for the force here.
Yeah, so Walsh has the hammer. She was hoping to clear that yellow. And it looked like it was doing a rollout, so try to set up a blank, and now the force is on. Let's time this rock.
Like a good front end player, Ryan's got his stopwatch at the ready.
When I do front end though, I do the back line to the hog, and
Yeah.
this is different. Like a real skip, I'm gonna do hog to hog. So looking to draw around the the high guard. Line's good. Time-wise, about 15:35. So it'd be a little on the light side. But they don't need to go
Still
deep.
a good shot.
Yeah, still a good shot. And there's no blank for Walsh, really.
Kind of a nice spot because it's a little bit of a puts the question in Sarah's head. Do you want to draw the 4-foot, or are you going to hit and stay?
That's true, and I think that came up in the last game that we saw on the feature stream. It was Tate versus Slusser, and Slusser had a hit and a slight roll to score the points. And kind of a similar situation here for Sarah's last.
She's opted for the hit.
And in a situation like this, it's a lot of preference, I think.
For sure.
Looks okay. They want to make sure they sit a little more thickly. Oh no! It didn't come over. They tried to push it over and it did not get over enough. And that is a steal of 2 for Thangadarai. And I'm updating the scoreboard right now, YouTube listeners at home. And I say that jokingly. I know you guys mean well, and I mean well too, I hope. Pause the action. We'll be right back. Pitter patter, let's get at her. I've never said that before in my life. That would be a lie. I've said it before at least once or twice. So a good end for subs, and Walsh is going to need rocks and play to get back to this game. Down 3 with 3 minutes to go. It's not out of reach, and Walsh has shown that she's been able to strap before.
Yeah, going to start it off with the corner guard here.
And so, as a coach, like, kind of, what would be your advice in this situation? You know, you had a bad flash, you gave up 2 when you didn't need to, and stuff, and you're down 3.
Yeah, you just got to keep at it. I mean, especially for a team like Sarah Walsh's team that's made it to the final here. You know, there's a reason you're in the final. You know you can make shots. You just got to go make 8 shots, score 2 points, put yourself in position to win.
Right, it's 3 points. There's 3 ends to play. So if you score 2s and force the other team to score 1s, you're going to win this game.
That's right. You can trade 2 for 1. It feels bad at the moment, but yeah, you got to keep your head in it. Again, just go make a series of shots, put some pressure on the opposition. Maybe you get a little miss here or there, and try to take advantage.
And I've given up like a 5 spot before. It's like, that's the worst feeling in the world.
The thing I always say to either teams I'm on or teams I'm coaching is like every comeback starts with 2 points. So set yourself up for 2. Sometimes maybe you might get an extra point or 2 if you set yourself up well. And a lot of times you can't get the whole comeback in one end. So get what you can get. Make a bunch of shots. Just keep it going.
And you have to kind of manage. You have to manage the game. You have to manage your emotions too.
Yeah.
Looking for a hit and roll. The hit's there. Just a slight roll, but not a bad place to be.
Yeah, keeping the shooter around is really important there.
It did roll mostly open, and so Abby is going to take it on with her first shot. So it looks like it's going to hit the outside or the inside of the stone and then roll out. Just like that song from the 90s, Roll Out. Is it early 2000s?
Who was that?
Who is the artist?
Oh, we're going to have to look this up.
I know. I was riffing about my sister's elementary school song, which I never went to this school, and I still remember their song for the most part. There's a Rollout Bakery, by the way. It's ludicrous. How can I forget Luda, man?
I never would have got that.
Oh, man. Roll Out, subtitled My Business. And our business is curling right now. Going to hit and kick out that thing to the right yellow.
We're going to be looking at an empty house in a second here.
So I guess when Luda dropped that hit.
2005?
Close, a little older.
Older than that?
Yeah.
That just makes me feel old.
2001.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, man. So Abby makes the hit. The shooter's going to roll across the house, out of play.
Lasky sweeps it all the way out.
So halfway through this end, we're starting over.
Yeah, but without the free guard zone, it's going to be difficult to generate offense now.
I was surprised by the number of no-take violations. And there weren't a lot of them, but it was not like insignificant. Because I think there were at least three on our feature sheet.
Yeah, I mean that can happen, especially if for the people that play here, maybe they're used to the curl. People that are coming from out of town, really got to give enough ice to make sure that you come around those center guards, and it's important for the skips to keep track of when the guards are on the center line. Of course, you can be a little bit more aggressive about coming around guards if they're not quite on the line.
So looking to take that on, this is Claire's first rock, or is it her second rock?
Looks like her first.
Yep.
Play the peel, keep everything open here. Cleaning is good.
I played a game once that I had a new lead, and so just try. I mean, breaking in new leads is a whole other story. Tonight, the YouTube, obviously working with him online, working with him on weights and consistency and everything. For whatever reason, he found the guard one game. Like almost every shot, it's like, try not to hit the guard. We want to draw around the guard. Draw around the guard. And I put the broom like on the edge of the 12 foot.
Sure.
Like, don't hit the
Trying
guard.
to give more and more ice.
Don't hit the guard. Hit the guard. It's like, but also, we've all been there for the most part.
Yes, yes. All right. Garfinkel puts another guard up. Maybe it'll drift into the rings.
But like, as long as it doesn't play in the top of the house or in the guard zone is kind of where they need to be right now.
Yeah, they're hoping for a nosed peel attempt, basically, or maybe just rolling someplace that's useful.
As Claire gets set for her second, going for another peel. We don't have any banana costumes in this warm room.
I mean, I asked you before, what's MoPac's budget for this stuff?
We've had some events in the MoPac region where people brought the banana costumes. That peel is made.
Is that right?
The Rio Slam.
Oh, at Tahoe? Yeah, okay.
Technically, it's in MoPac.
Yeah, that's true.
And we had help from the.
There were plenty of bananas there.
Oh yeah. I'm hoping to see bananas at the World Men's Curling Championship, which is coming up in late March in Ogden, Utah.
Yeah. Is everybody from Oval excited about that?
We're super excited. Ogden Club, it's in the building that the Ogden Club curls out of. So,
okay.
Yeah. Although it's their main arena, and so I mean I guess you curl out of Silicon Valley, you understand. Like there's the main arena where they do the hockey and the skating. They put the curling on a different sheet sometimes and stuff. So, but it's going to be super exciting. We're looking for volunteers right now. Hint, hint, hint. And also, session passes are on sale with individual event individual game tickets going on sale in early January.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Hope to see a good contingent from MoPac out there, both volunteering and watching.
Yeah, it's going to be after the Olympics, so hoping for like a little Olympic bump as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Although the World Championships after the Olympics always seem kind of like a bit of a exhaling, shall we say?
For sure.
So Thang de Rai is looking to peel the guard that Garfinkel put up with her last. And as someone who curls out of Utah, where we had the Olympics in 2002, it's just super nice to have these Olympic facilities, that are still being maintained. Oh, and she flashes. That's the mistake that Walsh was looking for.
Okay, here's a chance.
Game on. So just to finish my silly story, I mean, we curl out of the Olympic Oval, which is the site of the lawn track speed skating, and so we have the Olympic rings. We have this very unique indoor lawn track for skating, which is there's only 2 indoor tracks in the U.S. for speed skating and such.
I've been there. It's kind of an impressive building.
And just to have this facility for sport, allowing elite athletes to train, but also being open to the public for the public benefit has been so nice.
Yeah, that's great.
It's also nice to have these dedicated ice curling clubs too. I mean, it's one of the nice things about curling is that it's anywhere you can find ice, there's an opportunity to curl. Now, is the opportunity for curling like really great ice? Especially on some hockey ice, but just as long as we can play the sport and have a good time.
Yeah, curlers in the U.S., of course, gonna look for any ice surface they can find. Indoors, outdoors, dedicated, shared, you name it.
But it's also nice to have facilities like Coyotes where we can, play on the best ice to our best of our ability.
Yeah, especially for a championship like this, where we get to have the best players come together, battle it out, see who is going to represent us at nationals.
So Walsh draws around the guard, but it's pretty deep, and so I think it's going to be accessible by Thang de Rai. It got really quiet in the warm room. This is Thing to her eyes last shots without the hammer here in the 6th end. Looking to tap out the Walsh red. I think probably stick around and then really force Walsh to make the tough choice. They're trying to push it over, and oh my gosh, that's 2 in a row that Thing to her eyes has been off on.
Yeah, it's unclear if that was the freeze or the tap, but just not good enough curl there.
Yeah, my gosh. So the door is open. So
yeah, so an open draw for 2.
Touch paid and you get the 2nd point.
Yeah. We were talking earlier about, you know, having hammer on the evens. This is the 6th end. If they were to get the 4s and 7, they would have hammer coming home.
So Sarah Walsh already having 1 in hand, going to seek a 2nd in the bush of the house, as it were. Some of my metaphors don't make sense. She's coming up light as the vice comes out to help. It needs to touch paint. Is it going to get there? It needs to go another 3 feet, and it's going to be short. My goodness.
We've all been there, pulling the string.
You have the full 12 foot of house to play with, and yeah, it's tough because you don't want to be heavy and watch the stone just go through the house out of play, because that's a painful feeling as well. But a chance to draw within 1. She gets 1 point here, so she's still in the hunt. But I think she really wanted 2 here to really have a solid chance to claim victory. Pause in the action. Let's shift over to the other sheets, because it looks like they are down to the last rock, if the rock isn't already away. So this is the last rock for Team Sadin. Sean Murray throwing the last rock. There are 2 Tate yellows, so Tate has finally been able to get rocks in the rings here.
Putting some pressure on this end, looks like.
Looks like a draw to the back button for a single point. So Sean Murray, the shot's already down there. On the video stream, he's coming out of the hat. And it looks okay.
Looks like they're sweeping for line.
It's not going to overcurl. Oh, it chips off of the guard. Rolls harmlessly to the top of the 12 foot. So that looks to be a steal of 2 for Tate. So
okay, men's game is tightening up then.
Can't count.
They're gonna put a stick to that.
I don't think they needed to put a stick to it.
Well, I see them putting a stick to it. They're going to put a stick to it whether they need to or not.
Looking at the overhead, it does look closer than I thought, but you know, yeah, because I guess the granite surface of the red rock is kind of blending with the blue background of the house. So, all right,
I've been told, it's free to ask.
Yeah, of course, why not? All right, we'll visit that. We'll let you guys know what happened in a moment, as we'll return to our feature game, where there is a guard and a stone in the top 4 foot, I believe. I only have 4 video sources in my streaming setup, so I have to juggle video feeds and stuff. So Walsh put up a guard, Thing to drive you around. We're seeing Chapin's next rock going to be... What is it going to be? What do you think it's going to be?
Looks like they're trying to freeze, although, you know, even if they just had a guard, it would be all right. Looks like it's gonna stop on the center line. So
that was a good line, though.
Nice guard.
Although also kind of showed Thing to the right, the line to draw down, but they found the line before with their draw to the rings.
Yeah, this is where lead play, of course, is super important. Setting up the end, that first yellow going top 4 minimizes the danger for Team Thangarai.
This is going to be tight to the guard. It might be on the guard. It does tip the guard, and that guard was on the center line, so the no-tip rule applies. The non-offending team has a choice to either leave the rocks as they play out or to remove the offending rock and replace the guard, and that is what Walsh has chosen to do. Looking at our men's game, they haven't posted the score. I just have to yell.
We'll keep everybody updated on that.
Yep. I'm on mine, so it's really tough to say, what happened?
Walsh trying to come around again.
This is looking a little light, perhaps. As it's going to turn into another guard. Not the worst outcome, as you kind of noted.
And this is, this is always the question. You've got the one in a good position in the rings. There's a wall growing in front of you. Do you just add to it and take on some risk, or do you start peeling?
Well, now also, if you want to score 2, you kind of talked about what you want the goal of the end to be, and I know they kind of said. I mean, you have a minute, so you can talk about what you want your end goal to be. When you're doing league, it's kind of tougher, especially when the clock is getting late.
Yeah, the Zamboni's getting ready to chase you off the ice. Looks like they're opting for the double peel. I think this is the smart move. Thangarai got the lead. They have hammer. Make sure you score in this end.
It slaps the outside red onto the other guard, opens it up. But I don't think Walsh has an easy draw to that shot, although it looks like she might take it on.
I'm going to try to freeze in there.
And I say it might be tough because that center line guard is off to the left.
Yeah, it's something to come around. So be aware of that.
Looks like it's on the guard.
On the guard.
Does open it up for a subsequent shot, although Thangarai might like to draw down.
They're still debating a little bit. Looks like it's going to be the draw.
I mean, that seems to be the best. Just put another one in. Kind of use the guards in your favor.
Yeah, make the opposition do the work of clearing.
Coverage of this end is being brought to you by doubletakeout.com, offering statistics and rankings of the top men's and world teams from around the world. Follow your favorite team and see how they stack up against the competition. doubletakeout.com. So they're sweeping now. They kind of took a pause and now they're on it. This looks like it's around the guard with room to spare. Now the question is, where's it going to end up? And it looks about...
Okay. Sitting 2.
About 30% buried. So Walsh could take on the run back double, and that's where the broom is positioned.
I think it's just the straight double here.
Oh yeah, because they're running. Run back double is different than what I was saying. So,
but in a way, job done by Team Thangarai. Walsh doesn't really want to be throwing hits when they're down by a couple of points at this point in the game, but they're kind of forced to do it.
So it's not going to crash on the guard.
Squeaks by.
Oh, wow. So, did it need like another inch of curl? Was there another inch of curl?
Not at that weight, apparently.
Yeah.
Because they just squeaked the guard.
Yeah. So, looking at the men's game, it's hard to tell still.
They did post 2 points for Tate in the last end. So the score over there is getting tighter. We're looking at 5-4. If I have that
It looks
right.
like it, yeah. So wow, it looked like Signans was in cruise control, and Tate's fought back. And Thangderai had Claire Blasky draw on top, and I think it was a really great.
Great job by
Yeah,
Blasky.
exactly. Really great shot. So Walsh has a broom down for Kate Garfinkel to try that takeout again, but I don't know if it's there. If it peels the guard, that's not bad though.
Yeah, I think Team Walsh would really prefer to keep the guard in place if they can. They are probably still in steal mode. Let's see.
I don't know if the shot was there.
I don't think they were making the double. They might
Okay.
have been ejecting the back one.
Okay. I don't know why the app keeps crashing.
Too much action here.
Oh man. So they're coming down to talk about it. Not calling a timeout yet, it appears. So what do you think they might be talking about?
Yeah, again, this is the kind of the situation of with your team with Hammer with the lead. You really prefer not, ideally you would prefer not to play in the middle of the sheet, but the setup is so good. But two in the top 4 foot behind a couple of guards, they're probably thinking, we score a couple points here, the game's going to be over.
That's a good point. Claire is set, looking to, I imagine, put up a guard or a front stone.
That was what they were pointing at. See where this one lands.
Great communication. Maybe next time let's make correct.
And that is a guard.
It's a guard.
This kind of reminds me of the Simpsons soccer episode where they go and they watch, and the English language announcers, like, they draw, the passing, and they cut the Spanish language announcers like, he passes, and he passes. And so I don't know if we can inject that level of excitement into a draw for a guard. I'm willing to try. I don't know if it's worth it.
Ryan, I would bet you'd be able to do that.
But I also like the TSM broadcast because they do kind of inject that energy into the broadcast.
Yeah.
Vic Router definitely, I think, helps set the story of the game and details how it unfolds in, I think, a really great fashion. And Russ and
Joanne Courtney now.
Joanne now. I was going to say Cheryl, but it's Joanne.
Cheryl was great. I love Joanne too. Looks like the Walsh is going to try to run the red ones back into the pile of yellows.
Looks okay. Okay. Runs the red onto yellow, dislodges one of the shot yellows, and so there's only one thing to yellow in the rings, and it's more open, shall we say?
It looks wide open now. If nothing were to change, Walsh would have a hit and roll to at least bring up the possibility of a steal.
And
we're going to talk again, looks like.
How much time do they have? They have just over 8 minutes to play. It can end in a half. So I guess
Now they are going to call the timeout.
Okay. So we have the coach for Thing to Direct come out, and we're going to see if we can listen in because that always works. Spoiler, it doesn't really work.
My thought was to go towards the corners.
You like kind of like set two? Yeah. Okay.
Like even if it's wrapped all the way around, she has to roll somewhere really good.
Right. Okay. You like that over just straight guard?
Well, straight guard is if she makes any of this, she's sitting 2 under the guard.
Right. Okay.
So I'd rather not do that. Because even if you gave up 1, you're still up 1 with hammer. So if it was me, I would come this direction. If you can create a Christmas tree, great. Everything's rolling away. Yeah. Some great. I would love to wait a minute. Objective 2 is to at least partly cover
The timeout is over, and we heard most of it until the other team threw the men's team threw their rod and started yelling line and stuff. So the debate was kind of where to go. They could put up a guard. They could also draw to the top 12, and they were also talking about the risk reward. The coach was saying that they could give up 1 here and still be up 1 with hammer coming home, which is not a bad outcome. And so looks like they may have opted to draw around. So they were looking at putting up a front guard. They're maybe looking to draw top 12, and I think they're chosen to draw around the corner guards on the left.
Got it.
So this is Thing to Rise first. Looking to draw around top 12 foot based on where Abby has the broom. I had to watch the curl there. About 15-15. It was weight was good. That was probably a good plan B.
They talked about the guard. They got the guard. It's funny how that works out sometimes.
Yeah. So now what does Walsh do to try to get into scoring position?
Yeah, there looks like there's various raises.
You can draw around to the back 4 foot on the right side.
Possibly could do that.
Or if he does, tell me yours is
That looks hard, but it's probably there.
But also that it might make it easier. I mean, so either force to give up 1 and still be down. It'd be down. They'd be down 3 again, but they'd have the hammer coming home.
I expect Team Walsh is thinking we're gonna have to steal.
Yeah.
And get to an extra.
And steal that.
And steal that one too. Maybe things line up better for a multi-steal in the 8th, but yeah. So they're gonna play for they're gonna play that draw that you just suggested, Ryan.
I might know a thing or two about a thing or two.
You've watched a few games.
I started watching in the early 2000s because I lived in Michigan and we got the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation.
Oh, very nice.
And they still had the Brier and the Scotties at the time for the playoffs.
Excellent.
Yeah. So that was fun. I saw men's juniors and stuff, men's and women's juniors.
All right, key shot here. Coming down the sheet from Sarah Walsh.
Line and weight. I mean, this has to be a totally dialed in shot. This could be the game. It looks a little light. It's curling too much, I'd say. Oh my goodness.
Okay, well.
So
Soames needs full 12.
Pretty much. So basically, take a little bit more ice, throw a little bit more width than what Walsh did. And like I said, this could be the TSN turning point. Note, this broadcast is not affiliated with TSN.
MoPac Turning Point.
Yeah.
Curling. Who is going to sponsor the Turning Point?
Oh, Curling.gg is our broadcast sponsor.
Okay.
This is the Curling.gg turning point.
Okay.
Yeah. There we go.
I'm going to ask Mikhail later if that's all right with him. All right, Sub's looking to put this game out of reach, possibly.
Taking a lot of ice, just needs full 12. They don't need to be close to the guards, so that's good to go that far out. Although they're going a little further out, so the ice might be a little slower. Sweepers are on it. More kind of like a soft scrub.
Managing it right in there.
1450, so the weight is solid.
Sounds about right.
And jumps on to try to push it back. It's not there.
Use
That's
all
the
the
score
rings.
2. And let's see here. Sometimes you want to play the string out. There's one more end, right? So just there's a championship berth on the line. So Thing to the Ride takes an 8-4 lead over Team Walsh.
I mean, this is, a situation where, maybe if you're playing a league game, down 4, maybe you want to head to the bar. But you made it to the final of the championship. Play it out. You never know what could happen.
So update on sheet B, the men's final. They finished the 7th end. I should yell and say who scored. I think I'll do that. So yelling in the warm room paid off. It was one for Stignans, so Team Stignans is coming home up 2 without the hammer. Tate has the hammer coming home, and on our feature sheet, they just threw through, which makes sense, being up 4. How do you feel about the victory formation in curling?
What's the equivalent of the victory formation? Throwing it away?
Yeah.
There's definitely a point where you're better off throwing through. Up 4 is probably that sort, in that range.
Oh, and this is light. Team Walsh needs every rock, basically, to really have a chance.
Yeah, that's going to make life harder.
So Amy Verway Cohen is trying to throw through once more. Trying to think of which sponsor I haven't mentioned lately. So throwing through. This end is being brought to you by Endgame Curling, because why not?
It's the end of the game.
It is the end of the game. Wow.
Seems appropriate.
Do you think that's where they got their name from?
Yes. We'll just say yes.
So Endgame Curling, take your broom on the road with ease with the Endgame travel handle. Endgame's 100% carbon fiber 3-piece travel handle is built for convenience and fits most carry-on luggage, plus it's compatible with heads of other broom brands. Elevate your bonspiel game with Endgame Curling. More at endgamecurling.com. And definitely a huge thanks to our sponsors. So that corner guard is in a really great place.
Yeah, good adjustment by Chapin. Banging it right, of course, throw the third one away.
Yep.
Not being able to peel yet.
And then after this shot, then it's game on for peeling.
It's going to be bombs away.
So looking for one more place to hide, I think. I mean,
Yeah, I'm gonna guard the guard here.
Kind of like that song, Begin to Begin. So this is trainer's first rock. We have more MoPac Playdown action coming up in January. We have the mixed fours being held at San Francisco Bay Area currently, so we're going to take everything here and just move it to Oakland, not literally. That'd be fun if we tried to move. How much does the ice weigh? Like 20,000 pounds?
We could do the math, I'm sure. All right, so the guards are pretty close together. Abby Lynn going to try for the double peel. If that's made, life is going to be very difficult for Team Walsh.
So
and
get
stuff's one of them, so there's still a chance.
So early January for the MoPac Mixed Fours, and then we have the MoPac 5 and Under coming to you from Curl Vegas in mid-January. So,
and you're planning to be at both of those events?
I will be at both of those events.
Excellent. I'll see you there. I'll be at both of those events.
Awesome. It's nice to have a lot of opportunities for curling. And if you want to know more information about curling in our region, mopacca.org. Or you can just find a club near you. So, do you think they would have wanted to freeze the guards as opposed to tapping up one of the guards into the rings?
They're probably, if they're not going to get the higher guard that they wanted, they're probably fine with tapping it in. They're going to start to need to put rocks in the rings anyway. Okay, so double stuffed.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so there's a chance.
There's a rock in the rings. That's the first, maybe the first point. There's
every rock
yellow guard out there. Yeah, every rock in play is helpful for Sarah Walsh at this point.
Kate Garfinkel is getting set device for Team Walsh. This has been a great weekend, though. It's been, I mean, some of the teams, were really, hurting for a win, but they were still good games, I would say.
Yeah, the competition was fierce. Even the teams that ended up at the bottom of the table were making everybody work.
Oh, is this going to be heavy?
It's going to settle in.
And yeah, I think it's going to sit down.
All right, there's two reds in there. Obviously, you'd prefer to be yellow, but they got to finish it out.
So Team Walsh has 3 rusts to go. They need 4 to count. So it peels their own guard, which is still not a bad outcome.
You certainly prefer that than flashing.
That's true.
Everything's open now.
Walsh has 3 stones remaining. They have a margin of 1 stone basically. So maybe freeze or something, or?
I think they're just going to try to keep the rocks as separated as possible.
So they're looking to draw to the right wing of the house. The east wing, which has not been demolished on this curling sheet. I only get like one political joke per tournament. That was this one.
I'm going to say nothing.
Oh no!
Unfortunate.
That's heavy. It goes through the rings.
Unfortunate time to be heavy.
So the margin of error is now 0. Every red rock needs to be in the rings. It needs to be counting for Team Thangadurai. Make one of these reds go away, and they will be going to the Club National Championship in March in Minnesota. hard-fought game.
And if there's one person that I would like to not see throwing a hit against me, it's Subs Thengaderai.
So Subs is getting set. Abby has the broom down on the precipice of a national berth. Subs Thengaderai.
They're cleaning. Clean is good.
Looks like it's on target. And that red goes away. And it is handshakes for Team Walsh. Saw Abby and Subs exchange a high five. Really great game.
Yeah, great game. Two great teams. We'll have to see how all the regional playdowns shake out, but there's of course a chance that both of these teams will appear at the national championship if we get the second berth.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, so every region has a berth, and then if a region doesn't choose to go, or there's also
there should be one extra berth,
Yeah.
I think, that goes to the fill policy, USA Curling's fill policy. Usually that goes to the region that has the most participating teams. A 9-team field on the women's side at this event. That would have been good enough to get a second team the last couple of years. So again, we'll have to see how all the regions shake out. But a well-earned victory for Team Thengaderai.
they're doing chest bumps. I've been told not to do
everything now. I mean, all the team dynamics are coming out. It's great to see.
All right, let's finish up our broadcast by checking out the men's game.
Oh, the men were playing too?
I guess so.
They let men curl?
They let men into this tournament. So it's a 2-point game in favor of Siggins without the hammer. Tate needs to score 2 to tie, 1 to win. Round of applause for the women. And yeah, speaking of the women, I think it's really great to have something approaching parity in curling. I mean, it's hard to say it's 50-50, but it's pretty close, I would say.
Certainly the women's game seems to be as popular as the men's game. There's been a lot of work in making the prize money the same on both sides. It's definitely something to be proud of in the sport.
So we are 2 stipstones for the men. They're coming down to talk about it. And they are calling their timeout. So we have 5 rocks to go. Siggins has 1 more stone, it looks like, and then it's skip rocks. Siggins being the skip. They said there's 3 yellows too. So, all right, so we're just to the last of the third rocks. So they are really. They were ahead of pace for a while, and they've caught up to the women's game in this regard too.
The yellows got their two rocks on the rings. Of course, red is shot rock in the back of the forefoot. It's in the open right now. Yellow. If nothing were to change for the next 5 rocks, yellow would have a hit for the win. So red's got some work to do.
Which is why they're calling their timeout.
Oh, you're fine.
Well, hopefully you don't mind sticking around for the end of the men's game.
Let's check it out.
Thank you for toughing it out. So yeah, this is just a recap real quick. This is your host, Ryan Olson. I'm joined by Kevin from Team Aces, coach of Team Aces. What's it like to be on the ice and then all of a sudden you're told to get off the ice with the practice and with the timeouts and everything?
I'm used to it. Nobody wants me on the ice anyway.
So they're opting to I think peel yellows on the left side.
So they're gonna just eliminate, looks like.
I was wondering if they could try to force, like because the right side from the view that we have is wide open, and so
they could consider that too.
yeah. So this is Mike Siggins, the skip, throwing third for the titular team Siggins. Looks like it's on target to get one.
Okay, so they eliminate a yellow.
Were they maybe also trying to do like a raised takeout?
I'm sure they would have been thrilled if both yellows went out, but
Oh, that's a good point, yeah.
getting rid of a yellow is good.
Well, I was thinking they could have almost hit their red, which I forgot it was their stone.
That would be, then they'd be sad.
They would be sad. So just to reset this game, so the women's game, there were two teams from San Francisco Bay Area curling, so one Bay Area team is going to go to nationals. The men's game, both of these teams are from Coyotes, and so a Coyotes team is going to be going to nationals. This is certain.
Tate calls for drawing under the corner guards here. Try to sit second and third.
Tate with the yellow stones down to, this looks like it's a little heavy. And it's going to go to the back of the A-foot, so maybe not that heavy.
Yeah, it checks up just in time. They wanted to be sitting second and third, and they are.
It goes a little too deep, so there's a little bit of backing too for Siggins.
Yeah, they could follow it right in there and maybe take the whole end away.
Teams are doing okay, plenty of time, honestly. They have four and a half minutes for Siggins, just under 4 minutes for Tate. So this isn't going to be one of those games unless they do a Kevin Cooey and take 3 minutes for each shot.
That would be impressive at this point.
Did out the tape measure and just really, check every angle.
Draw it out, yeah.
Did a protractor and stuff.
All right, so it looks like they're going to draw into the 4-foot.
This is Sean Murray for Team Siggins. Sean's thrown fourth rocks all weekend for Team Siggins. Line looks a little tight, maybe. Actually,
No panic though. So they must be by.
And I just needed to be that close to the guards because it's going to land right in front.
Oh, here we go. They froze right down to the last one, so being heavy on the last one becomes important.
Although, in the very first draw of this tournament, it was not on the feature stream, but Bob Leclerc had an angle raised takeout. And there is kind of the stone
Similar shape to the end.
on the outside. I don't know if Tate can get to that with the guards where they are.
Yeah, it's certainly going to be hard to get that one out of there.
He needs 2 to tie, 3 to win.
Find 2 points. You got 2 rocks. They're using their timeout.
How would you kind of picture this end being mapped out?
I don't see through. There was maybe an outside chance for 3 earlier. That seems to be gone. So probably just continue to think about going some. Either you come around the guard and hope you have a hit on your last one somehow, or you freeze down in there and dare red to hit, and maybe you get a rock stuffed and you still have a rock counting. It'll be your second point, and you draw for the win, or draw for the tie, I guess.
So after all that talk, they put the broom down. I think they basically do the same draw.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be something similar.
To draw down to... Do you want to draw down on top, or do you want to stay high?
That's a good question. I'm sure they worked it out on the ice.
That's always my go-to like explanations. Like, oh, this is what I think might happen, but I'm not on the ice. I have no idea how it's going to react or what the tolerance is. Because it's really easy to be like the perfect curler behind the glass.
I've never missed behind the glass.
I know, right? This is Sean Tate with his first, down two, needing two ties to tie. Those were words.
It's been a long weekend.
Oh, goodness. But also I said down two, so yeah, they need two to tie. It should be obvious. This looks like it's going to hit.
Okay. Okay. Good.
Wow.
Really nice outcome for yellow. They unlocked the red in the back. Maybe there's a double on the reds now for the win.
Would you want to come across like to do the run back?
For the run
double?
back?
Yeah.
Oh, I might just hit the red directly. So,
okay, yeah, because they're below that yellow.
Yeah.
Okay, that would make
just
sense.
Hit the outside of the red, the left side from Skip's view. Try to clip the other one on the way by, and sit 3 for the win.
So each team has one stone left. Do they really need to go into the pile, or could they put one like in the top 4 foot and just like really?
That'd probably work too. I think if they freeze on the one that Tate just threw, it's gonna be hard to see how they're gonna get them all out of there.
Mm-hmm. That's a good point. So there's about a 15 to 20 second lag between what's actually happening in the warm room and what's happening on YouTube. But this is Sean Murray, his last, looking to draw down on top of the Tate yellow that was just thrown. And working to push it over. It's looking pretty good.
In the pocket.
Little tap. Oh, the tap on the yellow too, I think, takes a lot away.
But they're yeah. Is there a way to make all the reds go?
And stick around.
You don't even necessarily need to stick around. They got the biter at the back.
So that slash, is it a slash when you go across with a takeout?
Yeah, if they're gonna run that in there.
Yeah, so slash on the right. And yeah, so that Leclerc-esque shot I was mentioning earlier has just come to be true. Oh man, they have 3 minutes and 20 seconds to puzzle it out.
You might hear the commotion in the background because all the skips in the warm room are plotting it out themselves.
They're not really looking at the angles necessarily. I mean, they're sort of looking at the angles.
I think they're looking to see. They were looking to see if there was anything hitting it straight on, and it seems like they've discounted that. So now they're looking at slashing the yellow into the pile.
So the advantage of going down the middle, if they were able to make it, is that they could lose the shooter. In this case, if they do the slash from the right to the left, they can't lose the stone that gets promoted.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't see any way for hitting the red on the center line side, or dead on, don't see that one, the one that the object rock ever going out. It's probably jamming on the yellow. So there's probably nothing there. So they're going to opt for the slash.
This is a high risk shot, but this is for the win. And we know what happens, but we'll play out the string. I didn't see what happened, so it'll be must-see TV to me. Sean Tate facing 2, needing 2. Last rock. Is he going to make it? Oh, it was really close.
Yeah, it was close.
Wow.
It was close.
So just
well thrown rock.
Just
hair too thick.
So yeah, it's just you could probably try that shot 100 times and maybe make it like 10% of the time, 5% of the time.
I would be lucky to make it 5% of the time on curling GG.
Oh, fair enough. So this might be like a 2% shot.
Yeah.
And that's if
but
you know
that's
what
me.
you're doing. Yeah. So make the final.
I think they said it was 1-1 for red.
Yeah, 7-4 in favor of Team Sidians. So your champions are going to be Team Sidians for the men and Team Leclerc. Not Team Leclerc.
Team Thangadurai.
Team Thangadurai, my goodness. As the women go back on the ice for final photos. Oh, we see an embrace between the two teams that won. Some high fives. I'm glad we stuck with it. Thank you for sticking with us, Devin. I appreciate it. So
it's good to be with you, Ryan.
Yeah, hopefully we maybe jump on the broadcast in San Francisco.
Well, I'll be on the ice at mixed, but
I can give you a wireless mic. I do want to have the players mic'd up at one point.
I'm not sure that's a good idea.
It's not a good idea, but I want to do it anyway.
It might be fun anyway.
So they're taking photos. So just before we sign off, I want to do some thanks to our sponsors for helping to make this broadcast possible, including doubletakeout.com, offering rankings of the top men's and women's teams from around the world, doubletakeout.com, including curling.gg, offering real physics simulation of curling shots. Upload a photo with a new beta tool of a curling scenario and see how it might unfold at curling.gg. And by Endgame Curling, elevate your curling game at endgamecurling.com. So we're going to leave it there, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's been a great game. So on behalf of all of us here at MoPac and Coyotes, and with deep thanks to our sponsors, this has been your host Ryan Olson, joined by Kevin, saying good afternoon, good curling, and we'll see you in Oakland.